My friend, let's play a groovy little longer ditty. Banjo, open G tuning. We're gonna be playing the key of B major. B major begates to a C sharp minor. You can play this a couple different ways. At least you gotta have this third here, or else they're gonna be moving these up here. It's gonna be kind of awkward. When we move that up, we get ourselves a good old-fashioned D sharp minor, right? However you want to do it. I prefer to play like that. Much easier. Remember, avoid that high G string. G with this is no bueno. When we move up one more, we get ourselves an E major. The E major is the perfect fourth of the chord, key. After that, we can move it up and get an F sharp major, or go back down and change our fingerings from our E shape right here, whoop, and then pull it back. F sharp major. If we move this up, we can get ourselves a G sharp minor. Now, a G sharp minor is consistently a G sharp. We're going to be having a B, and then we're going to have ourselves a D sharp. When we're going up through here, we're going to find ourselves playing the same type of chord going up here, but this one is going to need to move this finger down right here, and that's a big stretch for some. So if you can't do that one, that's fine. I would suggest maybe like putting your finger there and then going the other way, putting on 8, 9, and then skipping a finger and a fret and playing up top. Gives you an A diminished. We're gonna work this chord up here and show you how to play something really super groovy fun. Here we go, groovy little longer ditties. Key of B. B major. Then we're gonna go up to our D sharp minor. It's got the same tonality as our B. And the reason why we're doing this is we want to feel our fingers kind of doing something different. Now here's where the caveat of this whole lesson comes in. I want you to slide it up. Does that make sense? We're getting away from just being able to do this, which is how most people learn how to go from one chord to another, like the 1 chord to the 3 chord. If we slowed it up and go back here, and then do it again here, and then come right back to our 2 chord, we find ourselves moving through notes that are inside the key, and it sounds weird and fun and cool and groovy. That goes from our B, and then we go up. So 2 different ways to do the slide. You could either do it quickly and not really give the major or minor third, but mostly focus on the middle note, or hammer on. When you do a hammer on here, you're putting your finger down on the 5th of that B string and then the 6th of that G, and that's going to give you a really kind of like Doobie Brothers feel. I don't know. And when we do that, we have this like, and then down to our D sharp minor, and then we're going to play our F sharp major, our 5 chord, the perfect fit, and then we're going to have our hammer on. Oh, that tonality is horrible. There it is. And then we're going to drop down to our C sharp minor. And this is going to give you a little bit of focus on your D sharp minor and your C sharp minor. Here's what it looks like all together. Now that rhythm might be a little weird. I was hearing taka 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 in my head. However, we can just do those chords. Maybe even do it with like a forward roll. That'd be fun. And then when we go to our D sharp minor, we can really have a lot of fun with these once we start taking that same concept. I think the fun thing about these groovy little longer ditties gives us the opportunity to see chords we might not have seen before. When I kind of was tooling around with the banjo trying to see where all the chords went, turning all majors into minors, moving them around the fretboard, feeling what a F, D, these all became essential things that I use now with like just jamming. Sometimes you hit a wrong note here and there, but when playing slower using a metronome, things do get easier. So if you are doing these groovy little longer series, there is probably a tidbit in each one of these videos. I hope you enjoy them. Put something cool in the comment section, and we'll see you soon for our next groovy little longer ditty.